From KTVU Fox 2 News, this is The Four.
Now to the coronavirus. Scientists are still studying the long-term effects of COVID-19. And now more studies suggest that some symptoms could linger for months, even after recovery. Among those so-called long hauler symptoms is brain fog. And joining us to talk about that and other post-COVID brain disorders is Dr. Paul Kaloostian. He's a neurosurgeon from Southern California. And Dr. Kaloostian, thank you for joining us on this holiday weekend.
Thank you so much, and thank you to our veterans.
Absolutely. And we hear about, in the case of COVID-19, people getting this disease and recovering, but some ending up having continued health problems. Can you, first of all, tell us what is brain fog and how common is it among people who've had COVID-19?
Sure. I've been seeing this quite often nowadays, and brain fog is really a constellation of neurological changes that patients who've had COVID are going through. And this would include cognitive slowing, trouble finding the right words, even trouble with motor activities like walking and running appropriately. And a lot of people think this is really due to these COVID particles entering the brain and causing these subtle neurological changes that we're seeing in patients.
And what else are you learning about the impact of COVID-19? I know we're just a year into this pandemic, but what is the science, what are the studies showing about the impact on the brain and the body?
Significant findings. Like I said, these COVID particles are able to enter the brain structure and alter these aspects to the brain. We're seeing what we're now calling post-COVID stress disorder. Kind of like a post-traumatic stress disorder, but now it's post-COVID stress disorder. Just imagine patients having COVID, what they're going through, being isolated from everyone. Imagine caring for a family member at home who has COVID. And actually, imagine not being able to see family members who are dying in the hospital, how traumatic that could be for some of us. It's just crazy to see that. And I've had the privilege of talking to a lot of my patients about some of these struggles. And these linger on and on and on because it's such a strong impact on your mind, your body, your soul.
And you mentioned this sort of a post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, as a result of COVID. We've certainly heard, and I've known personally these families that have had to call. That's the only way that they can reach out and connect with people who are in the hospital. What are some things, what advice do you have for people who are going through this very difficult time to help them get through it?
Yeah, they need support. We need to help our fellow men and women get through this time. We're going to get through it. And what I always tell them is stay strong, get appropriate sleep, get about 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep a night. That's crucial. That sleep allows your body to heal. Eating a balanced meal, regular exercise. Believe it or not, a lot of studies have shown regular exercise helps heal the body, helps that heart pump stronger to all aspects of our body, which will fortunately allow our brain and our body to heal during this very difficult time. I would say also cognitive stimulation. I'm a writer. I like poetry. I think that's helped me de-stress, and I think that'll be very crucial for people who have been in social isolation from COVID.
And finally, doctor, for somebody who may have had COVID-19 and are maybe feeling like they are fatigued, feeling that they might have this brain fog, what do you advise for them? What should they do?
Once again, I think regular exercise is critical. I think getting the appropriate amount of sleep and also just cognitive stimulation. Like I said, I think getting back into the groove of being social. We're social creatures. We need to interact with other human beings, even pets, even having a pet and spending time with your pet. All of that is just so valuable, but especially writing and communicating, I think, is invaluable in helping us heal through this very difficult time, and we will survive this.
And is it something where they should be going back and checking with their primary care doctor or with other specialists?
Absolutely. I would stay in very close contact with your primary care doctor. Your primary doctor will then refer you either to a neurologist or a neurosurgeon like myself, who can then give you the more specialized bits of advice that you may or may not need.
All right. Dr. Kaloostian, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.